Good morning, Sycamore class, or afternoon if you're watching this in the afternoon. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to do our 3 multiplication methods. Well, there's 2 methods, but one gets a bit tricky at the end. This one is the one that we have done quite a bit. So I'm going to show you how to do this one. Now, this is 8,354 times 3. And exactly like addition, we start this end, except we're multiplying our numbers instead of adding them. So this time we're going to do 3 times 4. Now 3 times 4 is 12. So I can put my 2 into the units column. Now I don't want to put my 10 yet into the tens column because I've got another 10 up here. So I'm just going to pop my extra 10 down at the bottom so I don't forget him. Then I can do 3 times, well, it's actually 50, but because we're doing this method, I'm going to say 3 times 5 because we can see it's in the tens column. So we're going to do 3 times 5, and that is 15. But if you remember, I've got my 10 down here that I need to add in as well, or my 1 down here. And so it's actually 16. So my 6 can go in there, and my 1 can go in here into the next column, which is our hundreds column. Now I can do 3 times 3, which is 9. It's actually 3 times 300, but 3 times 3 is 9. Add the 1, which actually makes 10, or 1,000. So my 0 can go in there, and my 1 can go into here, so I don't forget him. Now I can do 3 times 8, which is 24, my favourite number, but we've got to add in the 1 there, so it actually becomes 25. Now this time I don't have anything else up here to multiply, so I can put my 2 straight in there. And I can read that the answer is 25,062. And that is my answer to that question. Now, when we are multiplying by tens, it gets a bit trickier and we have to use this method, which we have also seen in school. So if you have a look, we've got 374 times 13. Now 13 is a really tricky number to multiply. It's not one of our times tables. So what we do is we split up our 13. We put it into our units here and our tens, and we multiply them out separately. I'm going to get my red pen so I can do this line here, because I'm going to start with my multiplying by 3. It's exactly like the same in the other method. We're going to start at this end and we're going to multiply the 3 by all of the different columns. So we'll start here. 3 times 4 is 12. So I can put my 2 there. Now my 1 I don't want to put down here because it's going to get in the way. So I'm actually going to put him, or my 10, I'm going to pop him up there. So he's very small but not in the way of anything, but I still remember him. Then I can do 3 times 7 is 21. But I need to add the 1 in, so it becomes 22. Now my 2, or my 20, or my 200, goes up here again, so we don't forget him. And now I can do 3 times 3 again, which is 9, but I've got an extra 2 here to add in, so it becomes 11. Now remember, I don't have anything else up here, so I can put my extra 1 straight in to our thousands column. Now we come on to multiplying by 10. Now remember, when we multiply by 10, we move along place value. So all of the digits shift along. Remember, they stay together. Remember, linking arms and moving. But that means there is nothing left in the units column. So when we're multiplying by 10, it's always going to end up with a 0 in there. Now I can do because I've done my 10, now I can just use my 1 to multiply it out. So 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times 7 is 7, and 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, so 10 times 374 is 3,740. Not finished yet though, because on this method, what I have to do is I need to make sure I add these answers back together. So I've got 2 add 0 is 2. 2 add 4 is 6. Now, perhaps you noticed as I was going along, I was crossing out my little numbers, so I remember not to add them in anymore, because otherwise it would get too big, the answer. So 1 add 7 is 8 here, and then 1 add 3 is 4. And my answer is 4,862. Now, we did do one more thing in class. And some of us were beginning to multiply by 2-digit numbers that didn't have a 10 in here, that had a bigger number. So I'm going to show you how to do this. I've used the same calculation as before. So I've got 374 times 23 this time. So it's not 13, it's 23. But this times 3 bit here is exactly the same as it was on the previous sheet. Excuse me. But this time we're going to look at our timesing by 20. Now it's still a multiple of 10. So when we're multiplying, that 0 is going to go into the units column. But this time we're not timesing by 1, we're actually timesing by 2. 2 tens. So we're going to do 2 times 4. And 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 7, 14. So again, I'm going to do a very small little one up there, so it doesn't get in the way. And then I'm doing 2 times 3, which is 6. And I've got another little one to add in there, so it becomes 7. Okay, and then exactly the same way as we've done previously, we add them all together. So that is 0 add 2 is 2. 2 add 8 is 10. So my little one goes down there. 1 add 4 is 5. Add the 1 is 6. And then 1 add 7 is 8. So my answer is 8,602. Now you need to remember, you need to work on the method that you feel most comfortable with, or that you feel you need to practice the most. So you pick at which point you stop this video. Once you've done your 23, this number can be changed to anything. It could be 40 or 80, and you just need to change the number that you multiply there. Good luck. Do keep in touch on the blog. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. I'll see you soon, Sycamore.